Okay, welcome to the tutorial on how to change your shower door. I've got a lot of questions about, can I do this on my own? Yeah, you can do it on your own. It's not really hard. It's going to take one of these. If you don't know what it is, ask your wife or I wouldn't say to ask your teenager. They probably wouldn't have a clue. Or ask your grandfather or, well, you get the idea. You're going to have, sometimes just make sure you have the right tip. It could be a Phillips head, it could be a square head, or one of the two, but it's not really hard to figure out. You can take out all 4 screws. There's a screw on each corner of this frame. This particular frame came out of a Globetrotter, and they just took it off. They just took it off the wall. That was it. And it's easier to work with that way. You don't have to do that, but it's a little easier. So I'm just going to take out the 2 on the side, but also to get it back together. It only goes back together one way. And I'm going to show you that, and you'll have to really sort of bear with me a little bit. I'm going to show you the inside of the channels where the screws connect the 2 pieces. There's a channel, it's threaded. Easy to see, so you can watch it. I'm going to hit the light here real quick. Get the quick connect off, and here we go. All right, well here you're going to see in this area, you'll see the screw. And the screw goes all the way through the first part of the channel and then into the next one. It's threaded and it's open, so you'll see it actually be able to engage. And it's the same for all 4 corners. So there you go. That was the behind the scenes look at what we do here. I think that's all we're not going to need that anymore. So once you selected the right piece or the right tool for the job, you'll see that there's this is in the way. We'll move it out of the way. There it is. Bada bing. Of course, when you get to be my age, the world's a totally different place if you don't have cheaters. So you're not cheating. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. So we'll go ahead and lay it down, nice and easy. Now you'll feel it disengage, no problem, pop right off, no big deal. If it doesn't pop right off, persuade it. You're not gonna break anything, don't worry about it. I can't seem to. There we go. Now we're going. So that pops off, and now once you got these 2 off, this should just pop right off. There you go. Got that. We'll put that out of the way. Now, if you're lucky, your glass, your 1/8 inch glass that comes with the standard Airstream or the other Airstreams, it's going to be 1/8 inch. You're going to have a gasket around it. I took the gasket out of this one, but it'll just pop right out and you're done. Take this one out, bring the new one in, bring whatever the new one in, go right back in the same way. Now you can, once you take the gasket off of your old one, you can put it on the new one, or if you don't want to do that, if it breaks or something, just buy new gasket material. It's not, you can get it pretty much anywhere. Or you can just use silicone. Either way, I've used silicone for years, and it's never dries. Well, it never hardens. It dries, but it never hardens. It's still flexible, so if you're bouncing up and down the road, don't worry about that. Put it right back in. Make sure the screws go into the channel, through the first channel, into that little threaded area you saw on the video, or on this video, and you're done. You can tape it. You can put blue tape on both sides, silicone it, wipe it with your finger, pull the tape, and forget about it, and you're done. That's how easy it is. Now, as I said, when the ones that I ship you are slightly bigger, this is going to be bigger because this is the one I ship you, slightly bigger than the original. Let's say this is the original. If the original one, just glass, is a little bit smaller, that's okay. You can drop it right down on top and say, okay, I'm gonna line it up on the edge right here, and on the edge right here, on the edge right over here, and there, and I've got a little bit extra. But you saw that this wider piece actually fit in the frame. That's because the frame gives you about a 1/2 inch on all the way around for wiggle room. But for instance, if you want it to be just the exact same size, that's fine. This is exact, this is exact, this is almost exact, and we'll just trace a line right there, and you can use any saw at all, a multi-tool. I just use a little, what do I use? Where'd it go? Anyway, it can be used anything. Circular saw, table saw, handheld saw, or you can do what most of the people that bought it at the rally did. They just dropped it off at Benswinger and they cut it for themselves. They took the old one with them, they put the new one with them. Somebody, I think it cost them like 25, 30 bucks, and they cut it, and that was it. But it still works, so no worries about that. If you have total, I don't know, if you just really can't do that, you can't take it to Benswinger, and any handyman can do it for you. It costs you about 50 bucks. So that's it. That's our tutorial. And it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey for those who might need to remember about the screwdriver. Good luck.